What's going on, everyone? This is Impulse, and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 6. Yep, I'm still up here just admiring all the damage that I inflicted on this battlefield. That's for sure. Look at this place, it's crazy. We destroyed the place, and we had so much fun doing it. Hopefully you guys had fun watching all the epic battle scenes. I hope you guys really went back and saw everyone's viewpoint, because everybody had a different view of what was going on during the war. So I know that was a lot of content to watch, but I definitely watched through quite a few viewpoints, and I noticed that, like, I was completely oblivious when those zombies were coming out for the longest time. They were getting wrecked, they were talking about it even, and I was like completely in my own zone throwing gas balls at the enemy. So I didn't even know what was happening. Things got crazy. That's why I titled the video Chaos. So obviously if you guys missed that video, you have to watch it, because yeah, it's one of the most fun videos I think we've done all season. So anyway, what we are gonna do today though is, that's right, I didn't have my elytra on. Like I was saying, what we're gonna do today is we are going to strengthen our defenses, because yeah, we kind of learned a lot from the little battle there. We learned that yeah, our defenses, our offensive measures that we've done so far, they were helpful, but I mean, chances are they're going to be trying to make their way into our base while we're not even around, right? So, I mean, we all showed up, the ceasefire flag came down, and battle ensued right there. But, you know, we can't be on the server 24/7 to protect this place. So what's stopping these guys right now from just waltzing on in here and, you know, maybe breaking some redstone so I can't fire the gas cannon, or making their way down to the armory tunnel that I did and stealing all the armor, or breaking their way into our base? There's a vault somewhere hidden in there, and they'll be looking for it, of course. So we need to come up with some designs to keep them away, or at least, you know, make them die if they try to come in, maybe. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, because yeah, we can't just have this front door where they can walk into. So I'm gonna have to come up with something. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna have to think on it a little bit. Maybe a secret passcode. Maybe if you don't come in and, you know, if you step on the crack, you break your mother's back, or something. I don't know yet, but we're gonna figure it out. And I got something figured out here, so check it out. On the way in, basically there's gonna be a drop. I've only made it a 2-block drop for now, because I think me and my team, we're gonna need a little bit of time to get adjusted to the fact that we can't just waltz through the front door anymore. But here's how it works. Basically, you can see I've put a few buttons on here, and we have to shoot that button right there, and then that will open up a little pathway for us so that we don't die. And basically what it's doing is this arrow is pressing down a button, which is sending a redstone signal over to a piston to activate it long enough for us to walk across. And I believe arrows despawn in a minute. So for a full minute, we can walk safely across. So you shoot the button on the left, it's gonna do that pathway. You shoot the button on the right, as long as I don't miss, there we go, you can walk across that one. So now that one is safe as well. So yeah, that is our way in, our super secret entrance. Don't tell the G-Team. I know some of you are already thinking, I'm gonna run over to the G-Team's videos and tell them how to get into the front door. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. It's a secret. We don't want them waltzing in here. But anyway, I'm looking at this back door thinking, okay, I could obviously just do the same exact thing, right? I could put a button there, make... button. There's a lot of people on lag. You know what I mean. I could do the same exact thing over here, but that's boring. Yeah, that's boring. I don't want to do the same thing. And yeah, this back entrance is supposed to be mainly for us, right? For Star Team access only. So I want to make it a little harder to get into, I suppose, than that one, than the front door. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do something a little more special here, and I've come up with an idea, and it's gonna be pretty redstone-y, so I'm gonna have to make a cut and fiddle with some redstone to figure out how to make this work. So here's the plan. 3x3 piston door. That is right. We got a nice 3x3 to come through. And right now, obviously, there is no secret way to get in or anything like that. It's just a lever. So we are going to have to do something pretty cool there to make sure that it's a secret way in. And we'll keep it closed, of course, by default. Only have it open when the hermits need to get through here. And yeah, so 3x3 door design. It is really compact. I didn't invent this. I'm not a door person, a piston door person. I never really have been. It's never really interested me that much, and Mumbo wasn't around, so I couldn't ask him to come help me. So I did some searching on YouTube, and I found this really cool compact design. I'll put a link in the description to it if you're interested in copying this into your own world. But I can tell you right now, it was super simple to build, and it works pretty good. It's pretty fast, which is nice. Of course, we're gonna have to cover up the redstone and all of that with some blocks. I had to pull it out one more block than I really wanted to because we had a little bit of an issue here. This is that button inside is triggering that redstone right there to open up the other doors on the other side of the pathways there. So I had to pull this out one more than I wanted to. So we're gonna have to change kind of the design back here to cover up this redstone. I'm gonna have to probably pull the walls out just a bit and then readjust some other things. But it may not be too bad. It's the back of the building. I don't care too much about the looks, and there's not a lot of space back here either to enter. I noticed, like, I'm trying to show this door off and it's like, oh, I can't really show the whole thing in one clip. I had to come way over here. So yeah, it's pretty tight squeeze back here, but that's okay. It's just our back entrance, and the next step is to figure out how to make a cool way to get into it that only the Star team knows about. All right, I think I've come up with a pretty cool idea on how we're gonna activate this door. We are gonna use a redstone ore block to be our triggering mechanism. So some of you may not know this, but we can actually detect a signal of just somebody touching a redstone ore block and use that through an observer to transfer that signal, and we're gonna use that to basically open the door. And what we are going to do is trigger this. It's gonna set off the observer, and you can see we just moved a redstone block to trigger this light as an example. But what's gonna happen now is this is actually gonna stay lit for it's a variable set of time, but it kind of averages around a minute. So it could shut right away, it could shut after a minute. It just really depends. It's based on, you know, when game block updates happen and things like that. So anyway, how are we gonna make this so that it is super secret to the G team and only we know about it? And I was kind of looking at this row of pixels right here, and I put this stone block next to it because they look really similar. You really can't tell the difference. And if we do something like this, where you can only see that top row of pixels, then we could hide that redstone ore, and you could come up, you can hit it like that, and you know, would be secret. You would have to know exactly where it is. So I'm kind of thinking I'll put it somewhere in the ground over here and kind of do path blocks around to make it look like it's normal. And if we put like a stone block there and the redstone block there, you really wouldn't know the difference. And you could tap that and it would open up and make our way in. So I'm going to set that up. I'm also thinking that I'm not going to do path blocks right here because I need to cover up pistons and stuff. So I'll probably put stairs in here and then maybe bring the path blocks around the front like this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about these lights. I may move them to corners, and that may help out there, but oh, you just heard it go off. So yeah, that was about a minute. That was perfect. So basically you're gonna have a good minute or so to walk through the door with it staying open. If you're in here just to grab something and run out, you can. If you're gonna stay in here, it will close behind you after a minute or so, which I think is fairly safe considering it's the back of the building. It would take G Team that long to get past our defenses and get back here if they're trying to sneak in through the back door or something. So that should work out just fine. So let me get that in place and we'll test it out. That looks much better. We've covered up all the redstone, got the activation mechanism in place, and I think it looks pretty good. It does stick out a bit. You can pretty much tell that this is meant to be a doorway, but that's okay. That's all right. As long as they don't know where the trigger mechanism is, because you guys are definitely not going to tell them, right? Right? Well, right now you don't even know. It is right here underneath the sea lantern. You just left click on that. It punches the redstone ore, which, as I said before, you can't even really tell the difference here between these are just regular stone blocks and then the redstone ore there. You can see it sparkling now, and that's pretty cool. But that opens the door up for a limited amount of time on that variable rate, like I said, but it should be about a minute, and then we can come inside and it will close behind us. We don't even have to worry about coming inside and closing it. Now, Now, one thing I had to think about once I got inside was, what if we're inside and we want to go out the back door? So I also had to put in a way to do that, and I kind of used the same mechanism here. It does look a little funny to have just these random path blocks inside the building, but yeah, there's another redstone ore block right there, and if we hit that, it will activate. Now, one thing that's kind of an issue is if somebody was to hit that right now, it would actually flip the door mode. So it would close on me right now, and then if I went outside and came back in, it would then be open next time I hit the button. I'm confused. Anyway, it could definitely get out of sync if people hit these in the wrong order, so hopefully they will only hit these, you know, when they're inside, the door's not open and they want to get out, and that should keep it in sync. I don't see a reason to activate the door button or whatever if it's already open, right? You don't need to hit anything. So I probably shouldn't stand there, probably get crushed. But anyway, that's all wired up and working now, and I'm just looking at this inside space thinking there's got to be some good use for this, right? So I don't know what I was thinking. You know, we could come up here and maybe have some like archer areas where we could, you know, stand here and just shoot arrows at them or something. But that's not that great, right? So maybe you guys have some ideas. If you do, let me know. Finally that closed, I was just stalling. If you guys have any good ideas on what we could use kind of these windows for, or just all this inside space, let me know. All right, we're gonna test this door and get out of here. So left click again right there. You just got that one little spot. All right, good, it works from the inside as well. And it is dark, and I haven't slept in a while, which means there's probably phantoms coming for me very soon. But I wanna get on top of here because there's something pretty cool that Doc installed. I was watching his video as I was building this up, and I want to show you because it's pretty neat what's on top of this building now. Alright, so we're up here on top of the defense tower, and you can see there are some new things up here that look pretty cool. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And these are TNT cannons that Doc installed. Pretty cool. Gives us the ability basically to launch TNT out into the battlefield. So we got another mechanism that's going to be blasting them as they approach us, which is perfect. We needed some more of that during the war for sure. And I wonder if these are loaded with TNT. Yeah, they are. Do you think he would mind if we tested one? Let's see. How many of these need to have TNT in it? All of them? Or just the one? I'm going to give it a test and hope we don't ruin anything. But let's see. We press the button. TNT comes out. Okay, okay. And then another one should come out that's going to go get launched. Oh, there was lots of them. Okay. Did that trigger this entire thing? I almost died. He must have signal running to all of them that one button press sends them all off. Okay, I didn't see that. Let's go down here and see if there was actually any damage. Because the field was still pretty damaged from the initial battle scene there, I think it's fine. I think they all kind of make it to about here or so. I don't see any blocks that are busted or anything like that. So there would be new blocks that were busted if the TNT was doing any more damage. It's a good sign that I still hear there was an evoker down there, right? Or what was it, an illusioner? No, not an illusioner. I think there was an evoker down there that Cub had. He's still alive, it sounds like. I can't believe he made it through that battle, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, now we got TNT launchers on top of the castle here, or the defense tower, I should call it. And I gotta put out some of these fires too, because they've been burning since the battle. But that is really cool. Nice addition, Doc. I'm super happy with that. That was exactly kind of what I had in mind when I built the defense tower. I knew I was putting in the gas cannons, and I was hoping that other people would come along and help kind of fill it out with other cool things, offensive mech. And then I gotta stay away from these guardians. I'm gonna die. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I better get back inside before I die. This place is not safe out here, I tell you. I wanted to real quick address something that I didn't quite explain well when we put in this entrance here, and that is, why did I only do a 2-block gap, and what is it going to actually be? So I only made it 2 blocks so that we could get used to it as a team, get used to not just trying to run through here and you know, pretend like there's nothing there, because that's how we're used to it being. But eventually, I want to make this a very long drop. So basically a death drop. And at the bottom, we'll have a hopper and stuff to store items. So we can maybe collect some stuff from the enemy if they accidentally try to come in here and, they don't know how to do this, hopefully. But yeah, that's the idea, is it's going to be a death drop. I just didn't want to put it in straight away because I don't want to accidentally be killing my own teammates by, I want them to get used to it first so that they remember that you can't just run through the front anymore. You have to indeed do that first. So that is the whole reason why it's only 2 blocks for now. I'm probably just going to leave it that way for a few days. I don't think the G team is yet to attempt to invade us. So we got a little bit of time to get used to this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the idea, is we're going to drop them to their death, and then I'll probably, like I said, collect the items so we can see what kind of loot we get off of the other team. That'll be fun. Speaking of getting loot off the other team, that takes me back into my armory hallway here, and it looks like some things have changed since I've last been in here. There's some shulker boxes sitting around, a bed, things like that. We got arrows, it looks like, so somebody stocked this up with arrows. I believe it was Azuma that was in here. We also have food, so cooked cod, that definitely does kind of sound like Azuma, doesn't it? But what I wanted to do is I spent a little bit of time at the gold farm and just got a bunch of iron gear. I basically just put a level 30 enchant on each piece. Didn't really worry about what it got. I just enchanted it and moved on. So I got some swords. I got some full suits of armor, and then I came in here and noticed that we've actually got a suit already on here. And oh, this is the one I initially did, isn't it? That's what it is. Okay, so I had some extra gear. That's right. My memory is so bad. I did this before I went on vacation. So I do have one suit. It's got some diamond gear. Again, if I want to wear some diamond gear into battle, that's up to me. I can risk losing it if I feel like losing it. And this is kind of an alternate set for me. I don't think it has great stuff on it anyway. But I am going to put this iron gear on here so we can get our suits all taken care of. And like I said, I haven't really looked at the enchants as I kind of put these on. You can take a peek yourself and see what there is, but I don't really care. Again, this is like disposable armor for me. I pretty much plan on losing it in battle, so no big deal. But yeah, we're gonna do this, and I think because I forgot that I had 4 stands and one was already full, I made an extra set, but we can probably put that in our... Oh, our fast equipper has changed as well. Sword, shield, bow, flint, and steel. Okay, so we have some regular swords in here. I might swap those out with enchanted ones. Shields. I forgot all about shields. We were in battle. I saw Iskall had a shield, and I was like, that is a pretty darn good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Flint and steel, I guess, so we could light the ground on fire and do that. And then there's some bows in here as well. That is pretty cool. That works out because I put this in because I thought I wanted to have things on both sides of the hallway, and the quick armor equipper didn't make that much sense. I mean, typically we're already suited up, so we'd want to take this off and then grab stuff off of our stands. So this is nice, but I think I will change out a few of these because I got enchanted swords that again are pretty much disposable, and it doesn't look like they're actually that much better anyway. So yeah, we have that, and then I guess I got an extra set here. Would probably do, I don't know, it might be nice to have like our own personal chest in here somewhere. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. It might be nice. What do we have down here? The bows? I'm trying to think where I could sneak in a chest. Maybe I'll just put it above here, and then we'll have a chest that we can keep other belongings in, like miscellaneous belongings to keep, all this extra stuff potentially. All right, there we go. Personalized chests in place. It looks like False is even adding one of her own there as well. That's cool. So, oh wow, she's got a lot of armor. She is definitely ready for battle. Holy smokes. All right, so here we go. Suits, swords in here, extra stuff basically. I like what she's done though. Now I'm kind of thinking I need to do the same. Oh man, that's great. That's great. So yeah, I forgot somebody, guys. I forgot somebody. I guess out of sight, out of mind. Ren was on vacation and forgot all about him. So we put in 6 stations here, and now Ren has returned from vacation. I don't know if he's quite ready to join us in battle and all that just yet, but yeah, he doesn't have his own station here. So we got everybody, including Mumbo, even though he's, I don't know. I'm assuming he's on our team sometimes. And so I guess I guess I'm gonna have to maybe move some of this down so that I can make another station for Ren, because I forgot about Ren. That is my bad. You guys actually let me know when I built this thing. What about Ren? What about Ren? Well, he's on vacation. I haven't seen him. I totally forgot about him. So yeah, we're gonna put in another station, another launcher here for Ren, and another armor equipper here for Ren as well. And I may have to move some of this stuff over. That shouldn't be a big deal. So anyway, all right, let me get those new stations set up. And I don't really want to have to move everybody's down. I guess alphabetically I would only have to move Wells and Azuma's down, and since they haven't done their suits yet, I think that's not going to be bad. Yeah, and all these are generic, so okay, that's what I'll do. I feel so much better now. Ren has an actual place to put his armor as well when he rejoins his team, Team Star. I think he's going to be extremely excited for what we've accomplished while he was away, and I'm excited to have him back part of the team. We definitely could use an extra person and a cool dude such as Ren to join the team again, so that'll be good. And yeah, we got even set up this. I had to do an extra one of these guys, and so I went ahead and filled that up with all the goodies as well, and a chest for them. Moved everybody down. Azuma's moved down, Wells has moved down, and good to go. So it looks like Momo's done his suits as well. Let's see, is there more down there? Nope, just the one for looks, I guess. Anyway, this hallway is now done. I'm feeling much better. Yeah, no harm, no foul, I guess, for forgetting about Ren there for a little bit, but we definitely won't forget about him again, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.